welcome to TNS Championship Weekend. This week we take on not one, but two tracks in a doubleheader event at both Los Santos Speedway and Phoenix Raceway. So due to both of these tracks being so close in proximity and the expanded and enhanced update coming out next week, TNS has decided to run races 15 and 16 this week. Both races will be 50 laps, pit windows in each race, only one pit window from laps 15 to 25. And we will crown a champion tonight. And we've actually already crowned a champion. We'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Last week, our broadcast was unfortunately cut down due to me lagging out before the race started. Yay. But we were able to get a solid abbreviated broadcast in for the rest of the race. And boy, what a race it was. I mean, you guys, DRM and Gamerboy, who of course joined me, you guys left thinking it was over. And then we got the final caution, which set up the final restart. And tell us about what happened, Gamer Boy.
Yeah, so, we had a restart. It was right at the end of the race, last 10 laps. Me and DRM, we were very bored, so we dipped out. But, it conveniently came with 10 laps to go in the race. The time where everybody is aggressive. So it turned into mayhem. DJ ate the wall quite a bit. And I saw at least 5 cars flying, probably the worst accident in NASCAR history. Yeah, it was upsetting spaghetti for multiple people. Sending it back to you, Vapid.
Yeah, we went back and we actually looked at the footage and determined that around 10 to 12 cars were involved in the accident, 7 of which went airborne or upside down. Those being Ride, AJK, Mouse Cop, Giraffe, Josh, Halverson, and Fat, and it all started when DLJ got a bump from Magnus, and quite literally the entire field had to funnel into the backstretch chicane. And obviously it did not work out. Some cars were even thrown into oncoming traffic. A few more cars after the fact wrecked into the first right-hander coming into the infield, leaving Maggio all by himself in the race lead. He would go on to hold off DLJ and Energos, who caught him on the final lap. Maggio got his first points-paying win of the season. Now, as for other drivers involved in the wreck, lots of them had some opinions about what happened, and we talked to the race, who gave his side of the story. And, of course, some drivers had been given a warning due to mic chatter that went on after that accident occurred. We'll make a note that all drivers involved in that wreck have been cleared to race this weekend. We know some of them were taken to the infield care center after the race. AJK, Mouse Cop, and Ride were transported to Palzilla Medical Center for further evaluation. Now with that out of the way, let's take a look at the point situation heading in the last 2 races of the season. DRM, what are they looking like?
All right, well, let me tell you something, Vapid. They are looking very close, very different from last week. Last week we had a ton of drivers fighting for those spots, but right now the 5 that you want to be looking at for the captain spots right now is you're looking at DLJ, Maggio, Love, Gamerstig, and Leadfoot. Those are the top 5 drivers that really got to work their ass off if they want to keep the top 5 for captain spots. Now below them are 4 drivers that need to work their ass off to get up to them. This. And going back to what Vapid said about a champion being locked up, it looks like DLJ is 100 points in front of Maggio, so even if DLJ never made this race, he still would be crowned the champion. Over back to you, Vapid.
Well, yeah, definitely a strong season for DLJ. We're gonna crown him a championship. His 3rd championship in a row comes tonight at will be Phoenix Raceway. Of course, we got first race here at Los Santos Speedway. Do a little bit of tweaking on my stream. We've been suffering a lot of technical difficulties here the last couple days here on
you tweaking.
Definitely tweaking. But no, got a good race, good track coming up here for the first one. It's about a mile oval. Good race, good track. About a mile oval in length, and we should see some good racing. Give me 1 second here.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
Mini commercial. But like I was saying, yeah, really solid track here. We're gonna see some pretty close racing here in both races. We go to kind of a super speedway. Not as big as a super speedway, but definitely drives like one here at Los Santos Speedway. And then we go to an intermediate sort of close racing oval. Kind of a track you have to drive a little bit at Phoenix. And that will immediately follow this one. Sort of unprecedented here. Situation we have running 2 races in one night, but we've got it situated pretty well. As far as this first race, guys, who do we think has the best chance to win?
Well, I tell you what, Fappin, I know every week I go with Glenna, but this time I'm not. Actually, this time I'm going with Maggio. I believe he's very strong on the ovals, and I believe he has the willpower and drive to actually make this win happen tonight.
What about you, Gamer Boy?
I'm going with my boy Giraffe. Very solid. Got that tall neck, so he don't need a spotter. He's due for a win, so I think he got some good luck. I'll say it's spicy.
Yes, Gamer Boy is always snacking during the broadcast here. But for me, as far as who I think is going to win the race, I'm scanning the field. We got to see it's a super speedway, so I'm thinking Ride. I think Ride's going to get the win here at Los Santos Speedway. He's had some strong runs on these types of tracks this season. And of course,
Get this boy to that medical center.
Gamer Boy's been transported to the infield care center. We'll get a word with him in a moment. He is choking on whatever he's eating.
God damn, that's
Wow.
funny.
Wow.
Oh, gosh darn.
Well, like I was saying, Gamer Boy. No, I'm just kidding. We have fun up here. But, no, yeah, Ride looking pretty strong. Of course, this is his final week as a full-time driver. He'll run the Daytona 500 next season and then hang up the helmet and the controller. So I think this is his best chance to get a win here at this track. And I am getting word that they are doing the Season 6 schedule reveal right now while Bulldogs figures out the qualifying sheet. So
Vapid, speaking about the season reveal, what tracks do you believe will come on Season 6?
well, we've already revealed a couple. Can't say just yet, but I believe there will be a Drake track that you have to drive, at least. And I think it's going to be Miami Speedway by Drake is going to be on next year's schedule. I'm really excited for that. And, of course, Skadoka will be on the schedule next season. That is confirmed. There's one promise that I have been given so that it would be on the schedule, and it is that the name gets to be changed by the race winner, which is unfortunate. Hopefully,
What's it named now?
it's not named. It's still named Skadoka, but whoever wins that race is going to get to pick the new name for the track at least. That's one stipulation.
Interesting.
But I'm excited for that race. It's going to be Slipstream Off, which is
Damn, that's crazy.
It's kind of one of those tracks where it could either be ran Slipstream On, Slipstream Off, but it should be a good race nonetheless.
Damn, that's crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy, Gamer Boy. But we're gonna, you know what else is crazy? We're gonna step aside here, take a little break before we get back going. And we'll be back for the start of race number 1 in championship weekend. And we're back here at Los Santos Speedway for race number 1 of championship weekend. Remember, we're doing 2 races here tonight. We'll crown a champion. We've actually crowned a champion. DLJ take home his 3rd championship here in TNS, 3rd in a row. As we get it lined up for this race, take a look at our starting grid. Maggio won the pole for both races here tonight. He will sit alongside DLJ in the front row for tonight's race here. Then back to Cameron, Joshua, and Jeremy. Those guys are in the midst of a pretty good battle for that last team captain spot. Then we have Giraffe and Glenna. Of course, Glenna got that magnificent win at Talladega a couple weeks ago. Then back to Love and Magnus. Then we go back to Stig and Mouse Cop, Goodfella, DMX, then Bulldogs and Todd, then Dude Molisher, AJK, then back to Ride and Hammerman, who of course had that incident in last night's LERA race. We'll see how that plays out. Back to them, and then Fat and Halverson, of course both those guys involved in that horrific accident last week. And then back to Leadfoot, Varmint, and Kai Katz making his TNS return, rounds out the field. As the guys will get it
and then professional racing fun fact of the stream, I have the same amount of NASCAR wins as Danica Patrick.
Very true, Gamer Boy.
That's your fact of the day, folks.
And I will get you guys an invite here right now.
So the invites, when they coming?
Dear M, I hope you are hearing online here.
Nope.
I don't see you. Let's remind everybody, most drivers actually are rocking pink for breast cancer awareness. I've gotten word that one of Jeremy's cousins lost her battle with breast cancer.
So sad. Cancer's a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
So this race weekend is dedicated to her.
Did I get a confirmation on that invite?
Confirmed.
Are they like in the lobby right now?
Yep, you are good to join. Guess I can't message Goodfellow back.
You know, I found out with this type of queso, like, when it cools down, it returns to the same consistency it was at before I warmed it up.
Well, I got news for you. I got news for you, Gamer Boy. Nobody gives a shit about the queso. We're going green. Here we go. Maggio steps on the gas. We're going green.
Well, wait, what I tell you, Maggio, he is just the best at ovals. If there's a guy that I have to choose to win an oval, I think I'd always go with Maggio.
Oh, we got a crash going in the first corner. Jeremy gets turned around. Off the bumper, I believe someone's waiting down there. Maybe Ride. Not sure yet. Oh, we got more crashing.
Trying to claim a captain spot.
Huge lag. One car in the wall. Love and Goodfella.
Lap 1, so there will not be a caution.
No yellows. Both those incidents will come away. They'll come away from that behind. Maggio shoots to the lead. He's got Giraffe in tow. We've got a 4-car breakaway up here at the front.
Now, folks sitting at home, this ain't no normal oval. As you can see in the turns ain't completely round. They're actually 90-degree turns coming into a straight. Short straight.
We see a couple. Looks to be 4 distinct breakaways here. Very early. Remember, this being a 50-lap event. A short sprint here.
This means everybody's going to give it all they got all the time. You don't have time to mess around.
For sure. This front 4 looks strong. We got Giraffe in there. Josh still looking for his first career win, as well as Giraffe. Last week's winner, Maggio, and Season 5 champion DLJ up there trying to add 1 more win. Or 2 more wins,
Dude,
potentially.
around on the backstretch.
Right now we have the camera on Kai Katz, who's currently in 20th. Not a strong start to the race, but we still have a couple more laps to go. Hopefully he can get up into the top 10 as well. A strong return back to Tour.
Take a look at this pack right here. Ride, I don't know if that's lagging on his end or my end, but that's been plaguing him all season long. And that's playing a role into his early retirement. We'll have to update that as soon as we can. Todd missed the last couple weeks. He's back here.
Currently loading a camera on Leadfoot. Leadfoot right now is the driver leading with the fastest lap on the field so far, working his way up the field. Currently trying to pass the 29 and 22.
We got eyes on Captain here. Looks like he is waiting for someone in the back. Maybe.
I believe it's Bulldogs.
Remember, guys, that pit window's coming early. There's no time to waste here with the race being this short.
Gotta plan it smart. These drivers cannot afford to make any mistakes this race.
You know, for a super speedway style. Oh, we got two cars around. Varmint and Glenna.
No.
Couple cars missing. Oh, Ride trying to miss it. Takes evasive action and takes out Demolisher. We'll see if that's going to bring out our first caution of the race. Take a look at our leaders and see how they race back to the line. A couple separate incidences, but there were definitely more than three cars and close race at the line if that is indeed a caution.
Two cars made contact. It looks like DMX, or it wasn't DMX, it was AJK and someone else. I believe it was Halverson.
I believe that will be a caution, guys. So first caution, only a few laps in. I'll get a lap check here in just 1 second, but that kind of played out almost exactly the opposite of what I thought it was going to play. I thought we were going to get a lot of pack racing, but it broke away quickly with those mini instances on the first lap of the start. Okay. The field, line it back up here.
Let's give you a rundown of the top 5, starting on this restart. First, DLJ, second, Matteo, third, Giraffe, fourth, Cameron Josh, and in fifth, we have Ace Instafat.
Here we go, green flags back in the air. The field's bunched up once again. See what happens.
Looks like DLJ's taking the charge.
Last restart was pretty rough for some of those guys in the back. We'll see how they finish. Oh, that first corner
trying to make a daring move.
First corner, a lot like Monster Mag. It's not. There's no transition there, so it's very easy to wash up and take out some drivers on your outside on accident.
And Leadfoot with the fastest lap of the night is taking the pole currently. It's about to end soon.
They come away clean. How about Fat? He wants to lead a lap here. The field bunches up. Ooh, that's Varmint. He tapped the apron.
Speaking of Fat, he almost won a race this season.
Couple of cars losing the draft in the back. Looks like it's Captain and who is that back there? I can't take a look. Close racing up here at the front.
I believe it's Captain, Kai Katz, Demolisher, Ride Lightning, Goodfella, Bulldogs, and that's it.
Ooh, a stack up cars going around. Oh, one car up and over gets ramped. It's Varmint. Oh, one car coming down. And that most certainly will bring out the caution, and Ride has got to be thankful for that caution because he was dead last.
They are not having a good start to this race tonight, guys.
Huge crash. One car up and over. There isn't a caution out. It looks like they're probably going to be racing back to the line here. That doesn't bring out a caution. That it will be. And, oh yeah, and look, see how Giraffe is blocking. He's going to lead him back to the restart.
Oh, Giraffe spins out.
Spun out after the fact.
Wall.
See how they'll work out that damage, but he will lead them back to the restart one lap before the first pit window of the night opens. First of two, one in each race.
And we got a radio check with Giraffe.
Radio track with Giraffe.
Can you hear us, Giraffe?
I'm trying to get a copy with Giraffe. Seems like there's some technical difficulties on that end. But, yep, we got you.
Alright, Giraffe is the Captain Sports booth. How you doing?
Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with him yet. We'll see if we can get to him later as they are going down to take the green flag once again. And remember, once the green flag flies, pits are open. We'll see who decides to come down.
Now, I think for this, I'm thinking a lot of people are going to dive in real quick. What are y'all thinking?
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking you go in immediately here. Don't waste any time. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Giraffe gets a pretty good launch there.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're straight ahead. I tell you what, when they all come in for cautions, I bet a caution will ensue.
Oh,
and
no.
Just as I open my mouth.
AJK. Oh, Todd wheelies down the... Oh, coming into the backstretch. I'm at a loss for words for that. DMX looks like he's waiting on the incident. And let's take a look at pit lane. Who dives down? Maggio does. Jeremy does. So does Captain.
Oh,
as they crash.
major wreck.
Coming into the pits. That's not going to bring out a yellow. Todd having the worst lap he's ever probably had. Caught up in two different wrecks.
And we're all going to try to squeeze in there at once.
Here we go. Take a look at the front pack here. Giraffe, DLJ, and Magnus, do they stay out here? Now that they've got a gap, I believe they're going to stay out and try to gain some ground.
Yep.
What do they got to lose? Oh, here we go.
And I tell you what, they're going to wait for that lead car to go into the pits to follow suit.
Goodfella and DMX coming down pit road. Take a look at our leaders, and this has broken up the field. That wreck on those two wrecks on the restart and pit cycles. So it looks like they stay out again. Here's Varmint sliding into pit road. Dude Demolisher and Leadfoot come down as well. Halverson, Bulldogs. The rest file in. There's Hammerman. So AJK is waiting on something. And here come the leaders already. Oh, that's not the leaders, my bad. Here come the leaders.
Looks like none of them are going to pit.
Looks like this is the only pack yet to pit. Got this pack chugging along behind them. That's Fat, Kai Cats, and Ride. I don't think they've pit yet either.
I tell you what, the leaders are playing it smart here. They're staying out, trying to get as much ground as they can, so when they pit, they don't lose any positions.
Very true.
Looks like they're...
Listening into... They're catching a couple lap cars. They're catching Todd here. And they're going to come up to Hammerman as well. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting circumstance. This is... You see Todd racing with him a little bit. Never want to... Todd is actually racing for position with Hammerman now. He's used those leaders as... Used their slipstream, and both of them go in the wall. Two cars
now the
there.
question with that of how he used them is, was he within slipstream length of Hammer? Because the rule is you must be within. Oh,
I think
he's out of his car.
I think he was within slipstream range. Where is that at?
Well, the leaders are pitting.
Todd has pulled it off, and here come the leaders, like you said. But yeah, he used their slipstream to get up to Hammerman, and then the ensuing wreck, and Todd has left the building. See if he comes back for Phoenix.
Push the leaders down a couple spots. Giraffe in 7th, DLJ in 6th. Looks like Ride Lightning, Instafast, and Glenna are going to take 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, with Kai Cats in 4th. Kai Cats making a strong lead to come back in torque.
See, Ride and Fat are going to try to gain as much ground as they can. I don't know if they're going to gain much because that pack is now converging with each other, and this is only a 2-car pack. We'll see if they have enough power to gain some ground here. But hats off to them for trying to pull off this strategy. They saw an opportunity. They got themselves around those wrecks. And see what they can do. And looks like they're coming down pit road. Ride misses pit lane. Oh, and that's probably gonna hurt the both of them because there's only 2 cars there, and you do not want to be alone on a track like this. You see Fat's gonna come out just behind that lead pack. He's gonna actually circle back out with this pack of Dude Molecular, Varmint, and Leadfoot. We go back to our leaders. And Ride will take his pit. So you go 3 wide, Magnus to the front. We're just about halfway through this first race. The leaders race on. Here's Glenna. He goes to the front, finds a hole. And he's got DLJ with him as well. And how about Captain comes up into Magnus and turns around. Unfortunate there for Captain. To see what happens there. But on my end it looked like he came up into Magnus and kind of wrecked himself. And then there were 5 up here. Hammerman trying to latch onto that pack. He's actually a lap down here. They had lapped him. So go 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Maggio. He's using Magnus's slip. Nowhere to go. But now there's room. Really solid racing. We got this distinct pack. That's the lead pack right now. Let me go back to the second organized pack. It's Fat, Varmint, Dude Molisher, and Leadfoot. And then back to Mouse Cop and Ride, who are now working together. That's a 2-car pack. They've got Goodfella, DMX. I believe that's Bulldog. Captain goes around once again. He's having a tough night. Oh man. I think Ride got into him. Either Ride got into him or he came up on Ride again. Tough night for Captain. It's got to be tough when you're in a position like that, right guys?
E. That's what is PDRM.
They go 5 wide, the leaders into turn 3.
I think AJK is a lap car, so he might get out of the way here. Or he might latch onto their slipstream. One thing is a lap car, if you want to be a lap car and you want to race the leaders, you got to stay out of the way. But you can stay in their slipstream if you want. You just got to stay as far out of the way as you can possibly be. And it looks like that's what AJK is going to do. And he's going to hope that this pack is going to bring him to whoever's ahead of him.
I will be honest, I believe 25% of accidents with lead cars are currently caused by lap cars.
An unfortunate statistic. Don't know if that number is actually correct, but it seems like it.
Never know.
This is now a pack of 4. Dude Molisher battling for that top 5 spot. Great run for her tonight. She actually got a top 10 back at Monkey Mountain early this season. See, Hammerman's latched onto this pack. Maggio trying to recapture the magic he got last week. A lot of momentum coming in here off of that win last week for Maggio.
Looks like we have 4 groups of cars now on the track.
He almost, oh no. Uh-oh, some lag there from someone. Looks like it was DLJ. May have been on my end.
Well, I know Giraffe was saying he had some sort of lag before starting this race, so hopefully it doesn't hurt his him in the point standings.
No, it's not. He's back up. He's back up there. He's doing fine. Coming up on 10 to go, and you know what that means. Caution free will fly. And it looks like this pack of 4 is in charge, unless we see a yellow here. We have last few races here, especially the ones leading up to this week. We've seen. Oh, DLJ goes around.
Oh.
A little laggy,
Yes.
but I think it may have been off the bumper of that lap car. And he has stood still, and Goodfellas slams into him. And I think, oh, he's gone. DLJ is
must have
lagged out.
Oh, nope. No, he's back on. Oh, no.
No, his car is now driving across the track.
The self-driving car. Oh, whoa.
He got a Tesla.
Giraffe almost got caught up in that.
And now there's 3. That was odd. He may have just lagged out and spun out by himself up into that corner.
Oh, no. Big accident on the backstretch.
Uh-oh.
Cars flying.
Multiple
The
cars.
28 of Josh flips 2 times.
Unfortunately missed that. But we'll have to see what lap it is, because that could have brought out a late race caution here.
I'm
Multiple
surprised
cars
he's not
involved.
bringing out the caution to get rid of the car.
Wow. Wow, this changes a lot. As we see Ride having some trouble there in that corner. Go
Here
back to
come
the leaders here.
again. No.
Lap
We
38.
do have a caution.
Yep, and this will bring out the caution. Lap 38. Remember, 40 is the magic lap. That's when we go caution free. And guys, we've seen it time and time again. Now the field's bunched up. DLJ is gone. He's already got the championship locked up, so he's got nothing to worry about with that. And now we got the field jumped up. How about Dude Molisher? She has really had a strong night here. She battled back from early adversity, and now she's back up here battling for potentially the win. Can she get her first career win tonight?
Well, she might possibly could. And now that we're on the last restart, hopefully the last restart of the night, I want to ask you guys, do you guys have any changes for who you want to win this race, or are you still sticking with the same people?
I'm sticking with my same guy, Giraffe. And that blue #1, I think he's really due for a race.
I'm
Win.
still saying Ride. He's in the back. He's had a tough race, but I think he can come back here strong and get himself a
I'm
win.
going to have to say, I think I'm sticking with Maggio still, but, you know, Gamer Boy might be on to something with Giraffe right now. He's been sitting in third most of the race. He's been hanging around with the top crew. And given benefit of the doubt with Gamer Boy, I think maybe Giraffe or Maggio could pull this off.
Still a couple guys getting their last back. Looks like Kai and Hammerman will have the opportunity to get those back. A lot of faces up here that were down and out, but now they're going to get a second chance. We'll restart.
Look at the crowd.
Here we go. Will this be the final restart of the race? We'll have to see. They'll go green here on lap 39, and I believe that will mean no more cautions.
Smile wave, bud, smile wave.
Here we go. Maggio into the restart zone, hits the gas, green flag, back in the air. Big gap, but you know what that means? He's going to have all these guys right on his tail as he gets swallowed up. This pack roaring into the corner. Will they come out of it safe? Down the back straightaway now. Oh, we got cars around, and it's Ride, Jeremy, and Glenna. Unfortunate
This
there.
is the first lap, so no caution.
No cautions there, and we will go caution free without getting another yellow. And it's about to get really aggressive here.
It looks like Leadfoot took charge there, but looks like Giraffe is
Oh,
taking
Bulldogs
over.
goes around, gets hit hard, multiple cars. Oh,
Strike!
huge break for Love. And Josh as the dominoes keep falling here. Magnus and Maggio battle for the top spot. Here's Leadfoot. And Giraffe through the middle. What a move.
Giraffe is very desperate to get his first win in TNS tonight.
I think he's got a good chance as there's a squeeze there. DMX washes up in the corner. They come away safe. Here's Dude
Looks like they're gonna
Molisher.
make it 5 wide.
She's up at the front, and she has got a card. I think she's got a chance to win this race. You're going to see a lot of these guys drift down to the bottom to try to defend here. So we are caution free. Dude Molisher to the race lead within the last 10 laps.
Can she keep it?
DMX gets by her.
Ooh, and someone hits the wall. DMX squeezing hard.
Here we go.
Trying
This
to get
time,
up front.
this is the biggest pack for the lead we've seen all night. 8 to go. Oh, Dude Molisher getting tossed around in the back. Magnus slides up.
Wrong move here.
Here's
And
Captain.
it's just a domino of cars.
Captain's had some struggles tonight. He's back in the mix. There's Goodfella. He's hanging on to the draft right now. He's still yet to get a win here in NASCAR. Leadfoot to the front. Giraffe trying to get that lead.
Trying to keep that momentum going as Maggio swoops under.
Yeah, and they're going to be here coming shortly. I don't know how beneficial it's going to be, but they're definitely going to be diving for that inside to try to defend. Here's Giraffe. 3 wide for the lead.
These last couple laps, man, is when these drivers want to start making those dicey moves because every lap counts now.
These guys are pushing hard as there might be a breakaway. We have 6 laps to go. This time by, we'll see 5 to go. Magnus to the front. Remember, he has a win. He won at Roval Raceway earlier this season, a couple weeks ago, actually. Giraffe to the front again. He's looking pretty strong, guys. You see DMX hit the apron a little bit. Here's Leadfoot coming off the corner. This time will be 4 laps to go. We've gone as far as into the run as where we've seen the packs break away, but so far they've been staying together here, but that's just a product of the aggression we're seeing out of these guys.
Giraffe, man, he's just keeping up with that top 5 right there.
And here you see the defense by Leadfoot there going down to block Giraffe. But you're just gonna get up. Oh, as we see Fat almost make contact with Halverson. There's Mouse Cop making a move.
And that was a tight move by Mouse Cop.
Here we go. Magnus gonna try the outside. Gets around Giraffe.
And here comes Dude Molisher back up into the picture, coming off Giraffe's slipstream.
To the bottom they go. Giraffe gets around Leadfoot. 2 laps to go.
Ooh, pushes Maggio down into the grass.
Oh, a stack up into the wall go a couple of cars. They come away clean. Down to the bottom of the track goes Giraffe. Leadfoot gets around him, but we'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go here in the first race of 2. We have tonight as contact is made, and they're pushing hard. Down the back straightaway, Leadfoot washes up, gets a bump from Giraffe, but Maggio now controls the field.
Oh, they're gonna squeeze right in.
Oh, we got cars going around.
Oh my God.
Big gap for Maggio coming down to the line. Oh, Giraffe.
Oh.
Maggio takes the flag, but a
Me
huge
too.
crash happens at the finish.
Oh.
Giraffe was hit by someone, and he was mounted, or he mounted someone. As we see DMX chugging along, crosses the line.
Looks like my pick wins again, fellas.
Maggio goes back to back, and Glenna gets the fastest lap. He got a huge gap after everybody just stacked up and wrecked in the final corner. And everybody crowded Giraffe there for second.
Can we get a copy with you, Giraffe? Looks like TV Glenna got the fastest lap.
What a finish. Unfortunate there for Giraffe, but Maggio goes back to back, this time on an oval, and once again our friend DRM calls the winner.
Giraffe, you copy to Vapid Base A.
Do we have a copy, Giraffe? We want to get some insight about that accident coming to the front stretch. Check it, flag. Looks like we have no signal. Too bad, though. Maybe we could try to get an interview with Maggio, if possible.
Try to get an interview with him. I'm actually going to add him to Yeah.
I sent you a message on Discord. I actually got the camera to get stuck in the sky so I could see the whole racetrack.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how I did it, but...
Alright, well that's going
You
to do
hear
it
that rock
for
star?
this, and we'll be
DRM's
back
glitching.
for the next race.